You see? They think that because we become a devotee of Bhagwan, we should just idly sitting and wait that Bhagwan will happily seeing your face pour that grace upon you. That this one is a lazy one. I've been looking for that lazy one for a long time. Why not? Let me pour my grace upon that lazy one which is just sitting and not doing anything. Because he think that, or she think that, because just by become a devotee of Bhagwan, he will pour his grace upon me. No? That's what many people think about. That's why you will see them like parrot always Ram 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 Ram. But inside there's nothing. When I'm talking about working on yourself, I'm saying to discover that Supreme Lord, before He manifests onto the outside, He have manifest long time inside of your heart. He have called you. That's why you have come on the spiritual path. And if you don't perceive that, and thinking, yes, I'm too great, I'm too wonderful, I don't need to do anything, only on the outside, I need to change, that don't mean anything. A devotee is not the outside reality. It's not this tilak. It's not this kantimala. It's not by changing your name. This is a complete misunderstanding. This is very good, yes, to prove to yourself, yes, I am on the spiritual path. I know which path I belong to. A devotee reflects, like I said, you see, it reflects the divinity. It reflects the grace of the Guru. If the Guru was an educated person, a Guru was just jnani only, that's what the chela will be. That's what the disciple will be. Only mind, understand everything in a very narrow-minded way. They will not reflect that grace. But a devotee which reflects the grace of the Guru, reflects the grace of Srimad Narayana, no matter how they are, the vibration reflect it. You inspired everyone just by your being itself. That is the grace of Bhagwan. No? In Ramcharitramanas, when Hanumanji went to Lanka, no? He heard Vibhishana chanting. Ram, Ram, Ram. What attracted him? It's not the sound, but what attracted him is that devotion which Vibhishana was chanting the name of Ram. He disguised himself as a sadhu, as a Brahmin, and he went there. He stood in front of Vibhishana. Vibhishana looked at him, and his eyes start to tear. Automatically, tears start to happen in his eyes. No word was spoken. Vibhishana said, I feel like falling down at your feet. He fell down at the feet of the Brahmin, Hanumanji in disguise, and said, please reveal, I don't know who you are. I don't know your name. But please, I feel that by being in your presence itself, I am inspired. The name of Ram is vibrating more inside of myself. I feel a transformation inside of me. as if you are a great devotee of Sri Hari. Note one thing, Hanumanji was in disguise. You know. But his vibration itself, just by being in the presence of a devotee, by being in the presence of an enlightened being, a certain transformation happened. So when we talk about Bhakta Sangha, you know, Hari Bhakta Sangha, we are talking about a certain aspect of people, you know. I don't say that everybody which is called themselves a devotee is realized being. You see, that's what is also misunderstanding. You see, and people think that yes, because they all wear tilak, because they all wear a different color clothes, or wear a different wear kantimala and everything, they are all realized being. No, they are not. You become realized when you have forged your relationship with Bhagwan. You know? When you have befriend him, whatever bhav is inside of your heart, you have that relationship with him. And that transformation is not to show on the outside. You see, very often I have met people who say, yes, we are self-realized being. In reality, no, they are not. Because when you are self-realized, you don't go proclaiming yourself. Here, look, I am self-realized. But there is many. You see it in the world itself. Many are so-called realized people. No. Because they have learned a little bit, they have a little bit knowledge, they have read few books. Book knowledge don't lead you anywhere. Lately I've been saying, if there is no inner transformation, nothing have happened. You have just changed on the outside. But inside you have not changed. So being, like you said, in path of bhakti, is a byproduct. Self-realization. A bhakta is not concerned about self-realization. Their concern of a devotee is only to serve Sriman Narayana, to serve Bhagwan. That is the concern of a true devotee. And of course, whatever come as a grace, whatever come as a prasad, the devotee will accept. But the devotee stay humble. That doesn't mean that you keep there and like a parrot keep repeating, but nothing inside of you. The right understanding must be there also. Otherwise, you see, people always hear whatever they want to hear. People always interpret however they want to interpret what the Guru said. They don't really transform themselves. That's why when the Guru said to also work on yourself, the work on yourself doesn't mean that my aim is self-realization. My aim is the lotus feet of Sri Hari. Nothing else. My aim is not about self-realization. If he wants to give self-realization, good, happy, I accept it. But that is not my aim. My aim is service to your lotus feet, nothing else. And that must be clear in a devotee. If you are on the path of bhakti, that must be clear into your mind. You can't just interpret it, think, take here what I like, take there what I want, and this and that. You don't go anywhere like this. And thirdly, yes, you see, we see that in the world itself. People take always things which they want. They hear what they want to hear. In spite of giving them all knowledge, in spite of giving them everything, but they want to hear something, they will hear something. There's a beautiful story. Once, I think I told it a long time back, There was a Kathari. He finished doing his katha. After 7 days, you have Saptah, which is 7 days of reading the Bhagavad and understand, talk about. So after finish reading about, the Bhagavad, 7 days, he was tired, he wanted to go home. So he rushed quickly home. And as he arrived home, he was trying to relax himself, and he sat down and started thinking, oops, I forgot my Bhagavad, the Bhagavatam, in the place where I was doing the katha. So when he rushed back there quickly, and that was organized by the king of that place. So as he arrived, he wanted just to go and get his Bhagavad and return home. He met the princess. On the way, the princess greeted him, said, Maharaj, I'm so happy you came. I wanted to thank you. 7 days, that have answered all my questions. Yeah, I was so happy to sit there and listen to you. And Maharaj said, what have you learned? I said, yes, I learned something. I will take Subhadra as my guru. Very good. What have you learned from Subhadra? Oh, I have learned wonderful thing. What have you learned? Said, Subhadra ran away with Arjun. I love somebody, and my family is not accepting and would not accept that I get married with that person. I have learned that I will run away with that person. So, and if they ask me why I did that, I said, it's in the Bhagavad. Then my goodness, all that I spoke for 7 days, that's what you took? My goodness, what kind of place I am. So he walked a little bit more, he found the prince. Prince also very happy. Maharaj was very nice. I wanted to thank you. I was going to come to your place to say thank you to you. And just to tell you, I have learned so much. I said, what have you learned? I said, okay, maybe this one is a bit different. What have you learned? I have learned to take Kamsa as my guru. My inspiration is Kamsa. Yeah. What have you learned? Why you want to take Kamsa as an inspiration? The while he wanted to be king, Ugrasena didn't wanted him to be king. What he did? He made a good choice. Put him in prison, self-proclaimed himself king. I am thinking to do the same thing. Yeah. Maharaj was thinking, what kind of place I am in, Actually, this kind of people, they are very strange people. Walk a little bit, met the queen. Queen said, oh, Maharaj, so happy to see you. I have learned great things since long time, actually. So, okay, what have you learned? I have learned, my inspiration is Draupadi. Draupadi is a single woman and have 5 husbands. Lately I've been tired with the king. I'm bored with him. I already selected 5 people. There is a gardener. There is a the chief of the gate. There's a minister. There is the best cook and everything. So I also will be the wife of 5 husbands. The Maharaj said, my goodness, which kind of place is that? What have I done, Because you see, who will be punished? Because I told the story to you, and that will be my fault. When I go to, for sure, in front of Yamraj will put me in hell. Don't know what we will do. So I said, please, let me keep my focus. I want my Bhagavatam. Let me take it and go home. I walk a little bit further. He met the king. I said, Maharaj. King was very happy. and said, I have learned a lot also from you, Maharaj. I said, at least somebody, the king, of course, is more wise and more, I say, prominent, That, Maharaj, what have you learned from the Bhagavad? 7 days, what have you learned? Said, well, I have learned, but I will, who is inspiring me? Duryodhana is inspiring me. So, what have you learned from Duryodhana? I said, when Krishna came as a messenger of peace to ask even a little bit plot of land, and what did Duryodhana say? I will not give anything, only for fight. And I know that you have come here to get your dakshina, and you will have to fight me. Then I will give you the dakshina. You have to fight for your dakshina. They, please, I didn't come here for the dakshina. I came here for the Bhagavatam. I want just to take my Bhagavatam and go home. I think here everybody is mad. In this whole kingdom, everybody is mad. So I just want to take my Bhagavatam. That is my dakshina itself. Please give me my Bhagavatam. You all are happy, so give me my dakshina, give me my Bhagavatam. I will go home, that's my dakshina. Be happy. So you see, this is the whole thing, you see. Everybody hear what they want to hear. There is no filter in the mind of people. People, because of their mindset, are so much focused on their personal desire. Even if you are telling something wonderful for the transformation of themselves, they will take only what they want to hear. And this is sad, actually. And that's what make them miserable. When they have the capacity, they have the opportunity to change themselves, They have the opportunity to be different. They have the opportunity to transform, into a better person. No. They hear only what they want to hear. So this is similar to your question that you just asked me. You asked me two things, Bhakti, self-realization as a byproduct, or work on yourself. But actually, no, both is similar. You have to work on yourself. You can't just sit idly and expect Bhagwan to just pour out his grace on a lazy person as you are, And that's what the Guru keep repeating continuously, But you don't understand it. So that's why the Guru have to disguise what he have to say in so many ways, this way, that way. Even Krishna have to spoke, to tell Arjun 700 verses he have to speak, and explain to Arjun, about the self, about everything. So be a little wise. I'm not expect that you all are very prominent people and to understand everything and to practice everything. At least try to understand, Education is given to you for you to have a different understanding. So you have to try your best for that also.